Hi everyone. Last weekend we went from Pittsburgh to Dallas, Texas to first go to Wyandotte Falls Water Park, and then we took the 3-hour drive to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, to Frontier City Theme Park, which is one of the first Six Flags parks and major amusement parks at that to open post-COVID-19. We watched the video and they are doing and requiring lots of safety protocols. One would be all guests and team members wearing masks. It was a little confusing as to if you're supposed to wear it all the time or you could take it off at some points, but it seemed that you have to wear it all the time. They are providing lots of hand washing stations and sanitation, as well as extra sanitation on the rides. They've eliminated a lot of the cash transactions, and it seems like they've added Apple Pay to most of their cashiers, so you don't even really have to touch anything, and mobile ordering. So we stayed at a hotel that is not even 0.3 to half of a mile away from Frontier City. The great thing about that park is there are numerous hotels right nearby to stay at, so you don't have to be driving a lot of way in the morning to get there. We did get there at 11 because it said pass holders were able to get in then, but everybody in the line did have to wait until noon to get into the park, as a side note. And they didn't check our reservation email, which I thought was weird. These are the body thermal scanners that you walk through. As you can see, they're a lot less intimidating than I thought they'd be. They kind of just look like metal detector scanners, and I guess they just scan you. As you go through, there's also tons of these little stickers that say 6 feet apart, placed on the ground all through the park. Typically all the eating areas, the ride areas, any areas where people would be congested, there are those stickers everywhere. The first thing we thought of this park is it was so super cute with the theming of the park. Oh, right here we are zooming in on a clear screen. Oh, as you can see, we're wearing our mask here in the 95-degree heat in the sun. Not very fun. And here they've installed those clear glass screens I just talked about for touchless entering and check-ins. When you walk through this park, it's the only major amusement park we've been to that I can really recall, at least right at the second, that you enter through a large gift shop, and I mean directly into the gift shop. Usually the gift shops are right off to the side right when you walk in, but not as you walk in. But this was a really huge gift shop. It was really their only, big gift shop in the whole park, and it was really nice. Again, we start to see the Frontier City theming, which is amazing, and I love that it's not all Marvel characters everywhere, and they really kept the theming of this beautiful park, because it is a small park, so it's nice that you feel like you're in another world while you're here. The amount of people that you see here are about the amount of people that were here all day long, and it was really, really, really empty. I think they only were at 25% capacity the first weekend that they opened, and you could tell, it really felt like there was only about 100 people there plus workers, so it was super, super empty. It almost seemed like they could have taken a lot more in, or maybe not a lot of people signed up, I don't know. The first ride we went on is Quick Draw. That is one of the best game rides we've ever ridden. It doesn't look like it, but it worked so well. Every part worked, and it was so much fun. And I just want to say I beat my husband out of 3, so he's still a little upset about that. Here we're walking through the back of the park. One of the things that we're gonna see here in a second is one of the water rides, the rapid water ride, was closed, which was a really big bummer because it was 95 to 100 degrees the whole time we were there, and really, really sunny, barely any shade, with mask on. So it definitely could have been nice to have the water rides on instead of off. And I almost understand Renegade Rapids, but we were definitely upset the log ride wasn't on. Wild Cat is their wooden coaster. It's a short coaster, but the line queue was really cute. As you can see, they just have the history of a bunch of rides at the top of the at the top of the ceiling area. And as you can see, we just hopped right on and off. We rode a million times because you could just kind of keep riding and riding and riding this coaster. And we rode in the front and in the back numerous times, and the back is definitely where it's at on this ride. The front is good, but the back you definitely get a lot more action, let's just say that. Here's a photo of some of the distancing tape that was placed around. As you can see, they've taken lots of tables out and put the social distancing stickers around the ones that they left. Silver Bullet was an awesome little roller coaster. We ended up really liking this one. You know, it reminded me a lot of the motorcycle coaster at Darien Lake. For some reason, I don't know if it was the layout, how it's inside, you know, this little area or what, but it really reminded me of it, and I love this coaster. We had a really good ride in the front. Again, we were able to ride this one in the front and the back numerous times, even back to back to back, and the front was definitely the most fun, especially on that loop. You really feel it in the front. It's awesome. As you can see by a couple of the guests that just passed, you do have to wear your mask on the ride, and then if it falls off, you do have to purchase another one at the gift shop or you won't be allowed to be at the park. These are their antique cars called their Tin Lizzie cars. These were really cute. They were a short little ride, but really cute, and you could see the theming throughout the ride.
This is a rough start. This is a rough start. Oh god. This is a little bumpier than I thought it would be. Well, try. What are we trying?
Broomstick.
Broomstick. Oh shoot. Oh, we got a jam up here. Jam up on all 10. We got some scenery. Okay. Last firm pass. Yeah, slow down.
This is the park map. I wanted to add it in here in case you all wanted to see what the layout was like. They are really promoting the mobile food ordering, which is you can order from your phone on a restaurant, and then once you get near the restaurant, you are able to press like start preparing, and then you can just go and pick up your food at the counter, which is amazing. This is the Bonton, their little candy shop. A little bit different than normal, as all of the candy and the food that's been prepared in the cases are all separated away from each other. Normally they're not prepared like that, but I guess with the health restrictions, they have them all separate. The this is one of the theater areas that again was so cute and themed as Frontier City Wild Wild West theme, and it was really nice, but none of the shows were going on right now. I'm not really sure when they're starting, but they aren't going on right now. This is Chuck Wagon Food Court. They had your very, very basic food. I wouldn't say the food blew us away at this park. We're used to our Cedar Fair parks, which have the best food ever. They really, really try on their food. So this one was really, really your basic fair food. Tornado was closed as well. They also had the bumper cars going, but when the park's not at full capacity, the bumper cars couldn't be at full capacity, so a lot of them had to stay on the track, and they're not as fun when you have 10 extra ones sitting on the track. They're kind of hard to get around if people were being stuck like trying to get around the cars that weren't moved, but it was a nice little bumper car area. They actually did have a show practicing, which is really cool. We were actually able to see the whole thing from the Ferris wheel queue. We kind of caught it along with a couple other people as they did their practice, so we weren't really supposed to see it, but we did. And this show was really good. They put a lot of effort into it. It was pretty long. Again, Wild West themed. The Ferris wheel there is really picturesque and really fun to ride. Oh, here's some more of the things. They do the 6 across the whole park, and then just, areas where they don't want you standing at all as well. This is their train, the old 89er Express. I have to ride the trains at every park. I drag my husband Joe on them, and yeah, this one was super fun. I went around the whole park. As you can see, I'll show you closer in a second, they did add plexiglass between each of the sitting areas that you can sit at, and here's us with our mask on. Another ride that was closed was Diamondback. Again, a major bummer because this was, a ride that had been moved from different parks, and we really wanted to see how it was and ride it, but it was closed as well. But I did get some footage of it when we were on the train. Steel Lasso, my personal favorite ride there. I believe it was my husband's as well. We love this ride. Obviously, these rides are best in the front with the way that they're set up. And this one was so smooth. You didn't have the headrest, so you didn't bang your head on everything. I hate the rides that you get a full-blown migraine banging your head on. This one was so smooth, and it was so much fun. And the coolest part about it is we got to ride this back to back to back to back because nobody was riding it, and we were the only ones on, and they kept riding it for us, so it was like so much fun. And then this was another meal from Chuck Wagon, a little salad, and they did have a little kids area. I would say the kids area is pretty small compared to other parks, but it has this really cool play area that I had never seen at parks before. And yeah, we stayed all day from noon to 6, and we went back to the Berg. And we will see you next time.